Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, this thing is really disgusting. What on earth happened to this tram car?
Yeah, it's totally messed up. Sort of like you.
Yeah, sort of like me. Full disclosure here, guys. Windows did an update on my recording computer again. And as you know, every time it does an update, it screws up my microphone. So I'm not playing the game right now. I'm watching my video, which had no voice recording on it at all. I did the whole episode and the Lara Croft one too, and went to go edit them and found that there was no voice. So I'm having to re-record my dialogue on them. So I will try to follow along and basically
Gibbets.
well, that's what we do anyways, growlers. So, but as you can see, Riverside has really grown since we got it connected. There's a lot of passengers running on the tram network. There's a lot of people waiting at the train station. And the reason we did that was to connect this machine factory here. So this is what we're going to work on, is getting this machine factory. Now we're going to need steel and wood. We got the steel factory right there. We've got wood over here, but this sawmill is not going to produce enough to handle both the machine factory and the tools factory. But we do have another sawmill over here and 2 logging camps over here too. So we can feed plenty of wood. So what we're going to do first off is get all of that wood production, lumber production connected up. And we will run, so we can... Could I please stop moving the damn screen around? I have no idea what I was doing in this thing originally now. I was only half awake when I recorded this last night. Oh, dear. But I did do some updating after the last episode. I, tweaked trains, added a couple trains, did this and that. But this intersection right here was a big problem. As you can see, I've split it off so that the main north-south line no longer interacts with the logging lines. The logging lines, except, of course, where the logging lines need to go south to the tool factory. But to this platform here, they're completely separate. And this is actually what we're going to work on today, at least starting off. We are going to add more onto this station here so we can bring the cut lumber from over at the other site over to here. Nice central location to distribute it. So we're putting a track on here. We're going to need another platform. Come on, put another platform on there. There we go. We're going to need another platform. And then we're going to run a line that whole way. And now for this last part of it here, as it approaches this, we're going to use the double track we've already got. And so we're going to just connect into this here. And there isn't room to connect up there where I've got the crossover, so we'll have to share a little bit of entrance there. Come on, get it out, get it out.
You really suck at this.
Shut up, Growler. You're not helping me at all.
Well, you should let Growler do this.
No. We've had enough of Growler doing things.
Or maybe if you'd been more awake, you would have checked on the microphone.
Yeah, if I'd been more awake. All right, so we are going to take this station out here. We're going to completely remove it. Not going to be able to remove it until we get this train off from here, though. Hello? Move. No. No, that's not. That's not. There we go. Reverse the train. Speed up time. We'll get it off the track. We're going to have to delete the station. The station is going to be where not only we're picking up logs from this logging camp here, but we're going to pass through here. This is where the lumber coming from the other area is going to connect up into our system. And I'm going to have to cross that track there. I want to do a raised crossing. Can we do a raised crossing? Here's what I hate about the raised crossings on this. Is look at that. Why? I didn't need a bridge that whole length, so why does it do a bridge? Why can't it just do an earthen ramp up until the point where we actually need the bridge? All right, so we can fix this though. We're going to use the flattening tool, and we will flatten from there over there. Didn't do that quite right, did it? But it should be good enough. And I'm going to line it up with these two fields right here. And then we're got a bridge over here I don't want. And it's going to stay there. I like the way the bridge over the other tracks came out. That's perfect. I don't like the fact it is sort of cool that there's a bridge there, but I still don't like it. It's going to wait. I'll work on neatening it up later on. Let's see. We're going to put the station right around here. And we're going to need, I think, just 2 tracks on it. And it's going to have to go on the outer. There we go. And that's not going to connect up to the old track at all.
Something else you screwed up.
Shut up, Growler. You're not helping me at all. That second one I tried to delete did not delete, did it? Well, that's okay. This may still work out fine. Put it there. Yeah, I guess we trim this back. We can make it work. And I'm trimming back a little bit more than I really want to, but I think we're stuck with trimming it back. Yeah, we got to get rid of that little bit there, because it is going to join up very differently now. We're going to have the same little crossover setup that we have on our other places. I do not like that wibbly-wobbly curve, because we're going to have to do a crossover there. But here's the question. Can I actually put the station further away than I am already and have it still work? Because it's still got to be able to reach that logging camp. We're going to have to delete some roads. And yes, to forestall anyone who's going to say anything, you know who you are. I do go back and make sure all my roads are back in place. If not during the video, then after the video. Okay. And yeah, let's trim that back a little further. We want to get rid of all that dirt road anyways. It's funny that this road here really just seems to reconnect back up to all the other logging camps. It doesn't go anywhere else. Okay, it didn't connect to the logging camp, so let's try connecting it here. Straight? No. There we go. Now, that will do it. Yep, there we go. I don't know why. It doesn't seem like it's really any closer than the other one, but I guess it is closer in straight line terms. It's not closer in, you want that curvy. There we go. It's closer in straight line terms. It's not closer in road terms, but I guess they must look at straight line terms, whether or not you have a connection there. Alright, so let's go ahead and connect our tracks up here. Hopefully this will be straight enough, because I don't think we're going to put it any further away. There we go. Alright. And this is a nice straighter section here. We'll put it on here. Try to make them long enough, if it's at all possible, so that the train can keep speed as it goes through there. Now we need signals. This will be a one-way here. And then at the other side, we will do just normal signals, because we want trains to be able to go in on both of those tracks and come out. Alright, so we've got all of this redone. Train is still there. It's on the right platform. And I didn't notice when I built that I put in a whole bunch more bridge than I wanted to. I am going to go back after the video and fix that. But let's get this done first. Alright, I want to make this sort of a nice straight line from here to the station. And we'll go ahead and put 2 platforms on here. Let's straighten that out. No. Better. Make up your mind. Let's go. Okay. There we go. And we'll go ahead and do the roads this here instead of waiting to do them later. Because I do want to make sure I get a nice good connection here. No, that's no. It's not going to do it. It's not going to connect. I don't know why. There's a road right there you can see coming out of the sawmill. But it just does not want to connect there. See? Right there. There we go. See, that looks good. We'll now just do a little short bit. There we go. And then just connect that back up to the main road. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. So logging camp's connected. Now this has got to come through, I think, on the right side of that. That's what I want. I don't want that. Why do you insist on doing bridges everywhere? I tell you. No, up, down. It's not making any difference. No matter if I go up or down, it's still doing the stupid bridge. Oh, dear. Sometimes you can lower the track, and when you lower it, it will... I'm going to get rid of all this. When you lower it, it will turn it into an earthen ramp instead of... or it might even just flatten it all the way out.
You really messed that up there.
It's getting smoothed out. It'll look fine. Yeah, sometimes you can lower it and it'll lower it down to the ground level, or you'll get ramps, earthen ramps instead of bridges. But that time it definitely did not work. See? Looks fine, Growler. Whatever. Alright, now the sawmill. So what we're going to try to do here is we're going to have one train going back and forth between these 2 logging camps. I'm going to be on the inner track here. I'm going to put an extra station here just in case I need to split them up. But what I'm looking for is to do there we go. Do not 2 tracks. What am I saying? Doing one train to go to both logging camps. So the trains are long enough now, it should be able to get everything out of the logging camp and deliver it to the sawmill and then make it back to the next logging camp in time for that one to be full and ready to go. That looks good. Alright, now we got the last one here. We're going to be crossing another track. I'll have to put some signals in on it, but I'm going to forget to do it. Actually, I was so distracted doing what I was doing that I just absolutely forgot that or didn't notice that I was crossing those tracks. I knew about it. I had, I'd sussed this all out ahead of time and saw that I was going to be crossing another track, and figured it's fine. It's going to have one train on each side, so we'll just do a level crossing on it. It's not a big deal. And then just totally forgot to do anything about it. Yeah, connect to the right thing there. How's that look? All right, that all looks pretty good. I don't like the wiggly, but whatever, it'll work. All right. That looks good. Now we need to do our second track. Actually, no, we did our second track. We've got that all connected, so we can bring stuff back here. I need to... Wait, wasn't that road connected to something? No, it wasn't. No, that's right. I said it earlier. It just I don't know why I was thinking it's still connected to somewhere on the south. I was thinking it connected to another resource, but no, it doesn't. It just the road just ends right there at that logging camp. Goes up and connects to the farm, and then goes up to the other logging camps in the northwest here. Well, really, this is just the west, not the northwest. All right, so we need to put in our sheds. I took my shed out here, and we're going to need a shed in the other place. That's good. And we'll put another shed right here somewhere. I actually got farther in this video than I expected to get. I expected is that going to work? Yeah, we'll do it that way. I expected just to get some of this done, but I do actually get the whole thing completed in this video. We'll get the wood connected here, and then we'll move on to the steel. Now, eventually, we're going to need more for the steel, more iron and coal than we can do, but this will still work out. Okay, so you see, we connected the first logging camp, we drop it off at the sawmill, go to the second logging camp, drop it off the sawmill, go back to the first logging camp, and start the whole thing again. Okay, and that's Washington Logging Freight. Now we'll do our sawmill delivery. God, it gets so laggy when the map gets busy and you zoom out. And we'll make this Washington Cut Lumber Freight. Okay, and we've got the sheds, so we can go ahead and get some trains. These would be nice and simple. Yep, new stuff. Wonderful. There's the electric we've been using. We'll stick with that for right now. And I'm not sure what it is, why at a certain point the thing is getting too narrow. It has something to do with the mods, but I don't know what mod is doing it or why. I think it's because some of these trains are just too short or too long to fit into that middle picture area where we get the preview of the locomotive and the cars. All right, so that one will go ahead and be our lumber camp train. And now we're going to need the other one. Oh, hey, that's working already. We already got stuff. I'll worry about doing that later. Eventually, I want it to pause at each one. Hopefully, we'll get efficient enough that it can stop, wait for a little bit while it fills up, then go on and, just keep doing that. That way, we'll get the maximum efficiency, maximum income from it. And we're going to have to get this all the way back here. I thought I was going to put in my sawmill delivery, but I guess not. See, this we're going to make a straight line coming into that station there. So we'll come out of the the steel mill, we'll go straight to the machine factory, and then straight into town. We're going to need another track right here. All right, we got that clear of there. Delete that road, and then we'll forget about it and not put it back on until much later. Oh dear. Okay. No, that's gonna be that's the long way to do this. And here I'm stopping to think, this is gonna be really wrong. How do I do this here? Okay, we're gonna put another track on here. These middle two tracks are the main north-south line. And so we're going to put another track on there, and we'll put a platform over on this side, and then we can rebuild our buildings and all of that good stuff. Come on. Even though I know the buildings aren't really necessary, but I like them being there. Actually, I think they are necessary. At least one. You got to have one so you can connect to the roads. I don't think you can connect to the roads without a building or something. I think there's also a street access thing you can set down. No, Right, fine, have a gap there. And then that one doesn't put the gate. Come on, make up your mind. You either want a gap or not. Let's put some stuff on the end here, just because I'm annoyed with myself for my hands being shaky. This is, you know, already a fairly major station. Now we're making it even more major station, so it seems appropriate that we put in a big station. Not so appropriate that we forget to put the road back in, but like I said, we do come back later on and put the road back in. Yeah, that all looks good. That's going to be our new line on that station. Yep. There's our sawmill. That's what I was concerned about, was the sawmill. I don't know why I was thinking it was on the other side. These are our nope, stop that. Those were our straight through in the middle. All right, let's get this built now. How many are we going to need? 3 platforms? 4 platforms? I think we're going to settle on 3 platforms and then need a 4th platform. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the way it's going to go. Okay, let's get this lined up as best we can. That's not lined up. That's in your. Can we? Why are the controls so jerky sometimes on this? You can't get the fine control you want with your camera to place yourself so that yeah, there's another train. That's a good one too. So that you can place your platform where you want to. Nope. You just did the same thing again.
This is nice. Growler doesn't have to complain about all the stupid stuff you do. You do it yourself.
Well, it's easy to complain when you're watching, you know, you're being the observer. It's a lot harder to notice this stuff when you're trying to do it and talk at the same time. So now I'm getting the advantage of hindsight. I haven't had to do this in a long time, where I recorded after the fact because the audio. Because I'm generally, like I said, I usually test the mic before every recording, or before every session, I should say. I can only, you know, I think I was just really tired last night, and so I didn't do it. I even thought I did, and then I thought about it and went, oh, there was a stupid Windows update. I remember that now. Yeah, that I didn't place it quite where I wanted it. It was a little further away from the factory than I wanted it to be. That there. Then we will put one, no. Sometimes it's so hard to tell where the edge of these things are. There we go, that's better. That there, and then we'll just put a little diagonal piece connecting them. That looks pretty nice. Perfect. Alright, so now we have stations and everything in place where we can get the wood all the way through. What we need to do now is connect them all up. So this middle one is going to come to here, and it's not going to end up being that one because I'm going to have to change it. And then I'm going to forget to change this track that I'm just putting in here. I'm this just a test to see how this is going to go, and that looks absolutely awful. Big wonky loop. I don't like it. So I'm going to cancel that, and we're going to do something straight. It'll be a bit slower going around the curve, but it'll look a lot nicer. There. And there's one thing that I am currently in. This is, yeah. Come on, can you connect? No, don't, not to the, connect to the stupid track. Fine, I'll go this way. Oh dear. It's easier to get a nice loop if you do it that way, because you can make it nice and even, if you can get it to connect. And is this where I realized my mistake? Yeah, because I thought for some reason where that on the left there, where that farm is, I was thinking that the iron mine was over there. No, the iron mine's over here. So now I'm going to have to do things differently. So this connection for the steel and lumber is going to have to... We're going to need another track on here. And make it electrified. But that line is going to have to get moved over. Although I don't need to delete it. I'm going to delete it. I didn't need to delete it. I'm going to redo this in a moment.
You waste so much time. Maybe we should do it like this all the time.
No, this is really hard. Not to mention the fact that I just have to spend twice as long recording because I have to do it twice. Okay, this will go over here. And then this will go right back in where I just took it out from. Oh, no, I'm going to put it on the inner one. That's right. Yeah, we do want it in the inner one because that's where the iron is going to come. And then the middle track here is going to be the one that goes, takes the machines to Riverside. And let's go ahead and put this here. We're not going to have the Riverside track run through here because it's just off a little bit to the side. It'll be out of the way. So it's easier just to do it separate. And then we'll go ahead and connect it up. And this is going to need to go on the inner track. Up there. Yep. No. 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 Yes. Yes. Okay, and now we got to do the coal. And we're going to have to do a little flattening here, I think. We're going to have to delete some road first. That road is just way too wonky to be allowed to live. I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to put that in there. Told you. Road, go away. You're still not going to be able to put it in there. Because look, your station is ending up way higher than your thingy. Come on, Trigan, wake up. Now you're flattening it. There you go. Or evening it. Now you want to flatten it. There we go. It's a good thing we have lots of money, huh?
Yeah, oh, here we go again with you spending growlers' money.
That looks good. Then we will run a road. We will get rid of this road. And we'll run a road between here. It didn't connect. It should have connected. I don't know why. It seemed like that was close enough to the corner of the station. It should have connected. But that's fine. We can go ahead and connect it right there. We're going to need to delete this weird little hook that we left. And we should be able to create a nice little loop here. There we go. Beautiful. That's connected. I'll connect up the rest of the road later and smooth all that stuff out later. Oh no, I'll connect the road now. Alright, fine. Be that way. We'll smooth it out later though. Now connect the stupid train track. Alright, so this we will run straight over to about here. It's a little curved, but I think that'll work out to our benefit. And then we connect that to the inner track here. Beautiful. Okay, so now we can get both iron and coal into the steel mill. So we have everything in place. We need we're going to need a shed. And we're going to need to get trains built. And as you can see, I did connect it. I said I would. I said I would. So we got our central station there. The wood situation is a little funky. I've got the trains built. Yeah, I had to sort of skip ahead here because I was already over time. But we've got all of those delivery, all that delivery stuff done, and now we need to put the track going into Riverside. So I'm going to keep we've got this passenger platform. I'm going to put another track here for the passenger platform, even though we don't really have a use for it at the moment. But just in case, rather than having to, cutting it out and having to redo it later on if I change my mind. We'll leave it there, even if it's disused. And then we'll put in our cargo platform. That'll be perfect. We don't have to do anything special. It's already set up for it. And then we just need to run a track. Oh, and I did fix that track that I forgot to fix for the wood delivery. We'll just run a track all the way over to here. How is that? Is that straight? No, it's not straight. It's crooked. That's good enough. No. Alright. Bring it in here. Alright, so it's connected. Now all we have to do is just do our machine delivery. And then we will have all of this functional. This is really going to help out Riverside, because up until now, Riverside has had no outgoing product, and so that freight that's going back and forth between Riverside and Dayton is losing money, because all it does is bring the little bit of stuff that Riverside needs, and that's all. But now it's going to be delivering machines out to the rest of the world. Riverside, machine, freight. Good enough. And now we just need to get a machine freight train set up. Where's our locomotive? Yeah, let's see. It's not going very far, so let's go with the Alco. It's a cheaper train, and that will save us a little bit of money. And I think just 8 boxcars should do. If I need to adjust it later on, then I'll adjust it later on. But we will see. Where is it? Riverside machine freight. There we go. All right, now we just need to wait for this thing to get going. Well, that's a cool view. Why are we sitting here waiting? Oh, we've got a train on the track that we need to use to get this thing out to where it's got to be. Not that train. The other train. The one that just left the station. And now it's out of the way. There we go. And so now we're rolling. Alright, so that is it. I really didn't expect us to get this whole thing going, and we almost didn't. Like I said, I had to cut a bit out there because we were just plain short of time. But yeah, we've got all the wood, all that new cut lumber being made up in the Washington area and brought down to our new central wood distribution location, which I think I'll still need to tinker with to keep it from doing stupid stuff. And we've got iron and coal being delivered to the steel mill. Now, we're not delivering enough to handle the full potential output of that steel mill, and that's going to be a devil trying to figure out how to get more iron and more steel, or more iron and more coal to there. But yeah, we've got all that. We've got it being delivered to the machine station. This is a cool. It's interesting how this one is sort of set up like the old steam locomotives, but they enclose the driver's cab all in glass. Very interesting. But this, of course, that is a diesel. But this is now going to be, let's see, it's already producing. Yeah, and it can reach all the cities that we are connected to now. Pembroke and Washington we're not connected to yet, but when we connect to them, it'll be able to deliver machines to there. And that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to tickle that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we will see you next time. Have a great day. Growler, why are you here?
Growler's time slot.
What do you mean your time slot? We don't like to do time slot things. It's like sometimes weekends are yours, sometimes they're Nancy's. It's just, it's the way it is. Alright, let's swing.
Where are you going? Where are the arid Badlands? What's that stupid looking thing?
That's a robot.
What am I doing?
You're gonna be like an adventurer. They call them vault hunters.
What's the ball?
Well, it's supposed to have all sorts of good stuff in it. Or is it just me? You might get a little sun there, buddy.
Well, of course I've been getting a little sun. And on these islands forever. You keep making me get naked and start over again.
Well, it's good for you. You know, it builds character.